Welcome to the Snapshots of History channel. It's 1923. A man stands directly in front of a gun, while another points it at him from just an arm's length away. But here's the real shocker. He's calmly taking the shot. Why? He's wearing one of the earliest bulletproof vests. This photo is living proof of how far people went to ensure the reliability of new protective gear. Public demonstrations like this were a spectacle. Smoke, gunfire, tension. It was a crucial step in the evolution of protection for military and law enforcement. And this moment symbolizes the bravery and drive for innovation in dangerous times. You might think, just a woman in a pretty dress. But no, this is Marilyn Monroe, and this shot is more than just a photo. People are literally pressed up against the glass to catch even a glimpse of her. Why? Because she was more than just an actress. She was a true Hollywood icon. Her beauty, her magnetism, you simply couldn't look away. This was a moment when the whole world couldn't take their eyes off her. And this picture is the perfect proof of her status and how she captivated people's hearts with every step. Not just a photograph. This is a glimpse into an era when stars were legends. This powerful World War II photo shows two African-American soldiers preparing artillery shells with the message, "Easter eggs for Hitler." This isn't just a joke, it's an act of courage and defiance. These soldiers served in segregated units, fighting not only against Nazism, but also against racism. And despite it all, their spirits were never broken. The inscription, "Happy Easter, Adolf," is both sarcastic and a symbol of their determination. This image reminds us of the huge contribution African-American soldiers made in the fight against fascism. Ordinary soldiers? No, these are heroes who fought on two fronts. At first glance, nothing special. A father relaxing on the grass with his son standing nearby. But this isn't just a family scene. This is George H.W. Bush, the President of the United States, and his son, George W. Bush, who would become president just a few years later. The photo was taken in 1990 during a casual sports event, but it almost feels like it's predicting the future. A light-hearted, candid moment that ended up becoming part of history. This image is more than just a family bond. It's a symbol of the passing of power within one of America's most famous political dynasties. When you hear the name Einstein, you think of a serious scientist, right? But here he is, sitting with a woman on his lap and playfully making a funny face. This is the man behind the theory of relativity, who revolutionized physics, yet here he's just enjoying the moment. Taken at a public event, this photo shows a completely different side of Einstein. Fun, light-hearted, and as down-to-earth as any of us. That's why people loved him, not just for his genius discoveries, but for his incredible charm. A reminder that even great minds know how to have fun. Look at these men standing next to the giant stumps. These aren't just trees. These are California redwoods, some of the tallest and oldest trees on the planet. In the early 20th century, loggers were cutting down these giants for timber on a massive scale, and this photo shows just how big those operations were. Imagine the effort it took to chop down one of these by hand. But what did it cost us? Ancient redwoods that had lived for thousands of years vanished, along with entire forests. This photo is a reminder not only of human labor, but also of the lasting consequences that labor had on nature. At first glance, it's just two hunters with a gun, but this is no ordinary gun. This is a punt gun, a massive cannon designed to take down dozens of ducks with a single shot. Yep, dozens of ducks. It was too heavy to shoot by hand, so they mounted it directly onto boats. Imagine how people hunted back then, driven by the demand for meat and feathers. This was a whole industry. But it wasn't all fun and games. The birds started disappearing in huge numbers, and soon laws had to be introduced to protect wildlife. This photograph is a reminder of how greed changed hunting forever. Look closely. This isn't just a gun. It's a symbol of overhunting. This heartbreaking photograph from the late 1940s or early 1950s captures one of the darkest moments in a family's life. A woman stands by a sign that reads "For children for sale," while her young kids sit on the steps, seemingly unaware of the grim reality. It was a time of post-war America, a time of extreme poverty, when families were forced to take unthinkable measures to survive. You can see the mother hiding her face, filled with shame and desperation. This photo is a haunting reminder of how tough life was during times of economic crisis, when people were pushed to the most desperate of actions. This photograph from 1910 captures the Great Flood of Paris, when the Seine River overflowed and turned streets into rivers. Here we see Parisians cautiously crossing a makeshift bridge over a flooded Avenue Ledru-Rollin. Chaos is all around, but look at their clothes. People in suits and hats trying to maintain their daily routines despite the disaster. This photo symbolizes the resilience and ingenuity of Parisians as they adapted to extreme conditions. The Great Flood left its mark on Paris, not only changing the city physically, but culturally as well. This striking photograph from the Troubles in Northern Ireland captures a young female IRA member holding a rifle, her face obscured, ready to fire. Notice the contrast, a floral dress paired with a weapon. This image symbolizes the complexity of a conflict where ordinary people, even young women, were drawn into the violent struggle. Women played a significant role in the fight for independence. This photo is a stark reminder of the brutal urban warfare and how the conflict, which lasted from the late 60s to the 90s, tore society apart and claimed countless lives. This heartbreaking photograph from the Cold War shows families divided by the Berlin Wall. In a desperate attempt to stay connected, they lifted their babies over the concrete barrier so relatives on the other side could see them. This moment symbolizes not just a political divide, but a profound human tragedy. The Berlin Wall didn't just split a city, it tore families apart. Yet, despite the separation and oppression, love and family bonds found a way to transcend that barrier. This heartbreaking photograph captures a tragic moment on July 22, 1975, in Boston. A mother and her young daughter are seen falling from a collapsed fire escape during a building fire. The mother died upon impact, but her body cushioned the fall for her daughter, who survived. This shocking image became a powerful symbol of the dangers of poorly maintained fire escapes and led to major changes in fire safety regulations. It's a tragic reminder of the fragility of human life and the importance of urban safety. This fascinating photograph takes us behind the scenes of the creation of the famous MGM Lion logo in the early 1920s. The Majestic Lion stands on a platform, roaring into a microphone, the sound that would become synonymous with the opening of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer films. But what's behind this magical moment? Every detail was carefully planned, even the lion's roar. This rare image gives us a glimpse into how one of the most recognizable symbols in film history was made. Hollywood magic isn't just about the stars, it's about unique moments like this. This iconic photograph from the London Blitz in World War II shows a milkman calmly delivering bottles of milk through a street reduced to rubble by German bombing raids. Chaos and destruction are all around him, but he continues to do his job, a symbol of the resilience and determination of ordinary citizens in the face of disaster. This image embodies the famous British "keep calm and carry on" spirit, even when the world is falling apart. It's a powerful reminder of the everyday bravery and endurance displayed by civilians during the war. This remarkable photograph captures the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla in his laboratory in 1899, conducting an experiment with a massive Tesla coil. Powerful electrical arcs shoot across the room, showcasing his groundbreaking work in wireless energy transmission. And there he is, sitting calmly, as if it's just another day at the office. This photo symbolizes Tesla's confidence and his deep understanding of electricity's potential. His ambition to revolutionize energy and communication systems is captured in this pivotal moment, which became a turning point in the history of science and technology. To this day, this image inspires awe for Tesla's genius and his visionary contributions to modern electrical engineering.